Hello everyone. As we all know, this universe has been a giant quarantine of mysteries. It's like a treasure that holds the valuable things, the valuable mysteries that humans have never penetrated into. And where do we stand? We are just like a small kid, as Newton said, collecting the pebbles at the seashore that arrive frequently. And time is one of them that caught my interest. And in this video, I am going to show you with the help of statistical measures between the time dimensions, as I said earlier in the previous video of dark energy, how the energy flow from higher to lower dimensions in terms of two time dimensions. And I'm going to show these statistical measures of time with the help of this possible equation.
And this equation, what you are seeing right now, T0 is equal to Tf into square root of 1 minus 2 gm by rc square, is famously known as gravitational time dilation. Yes, it was proposed by Albert Einstein in 1915 November, and he says that whatever the mass in space causes the space-time curvature around itself. He not only says space will curve around the mass, he also adds space-time. Space-time is a quantity. Time will bend too. So here g represents the gravitational constant and m represents the mass of the object that is creating the curvature in space around itself, and r represents the radius of the spherical mass, and c is the speed of light. And here 2 gm by c squared separately represents a radius rs called Schwarzschild radius, and it's the radius of curvature a mass can produce in the space. For example, when we calculate this radius for the earth by substituting respective values like mass and g, we find that the curvature, the radius of curvature is near to the sun as the earth as the center. That means it's producing the time dimensions ranging from earth center to the sun. Anything that we measure in time within this curvature is not absolute, but when we go far away from this curvature, then we can have absolute time. And let's plot this in graph, and what graphical methods we can analyze, let us see.
So when I convert this equation T0 is equal to Tf into square root of 1 minus 2 gm by rc square into the Cartesian form by considering T0 as z and Tf as x, and we obtain this kind of graph. Yes, of course, it's a graph of straight line, and you are also seeing the multiple lines or multiple planes in front of you, and each plane represents the different mass ranging from, of course, there is no zero mass, 1 to unit mass up to possible highest mass present in the universe, and each plane represents the each mass producing the time dimension like you have seen in the plane.
And when I try to find the resultant of these planes having mass ranging from unit mass to the highest possible mass in the universe, and I found this curve as for a parabola ranging in both negative and positive directions. And this is because each of the possible planes produces this curve.
I have told that these time dimensions ranging from unit mass to highest possible mass in the universe produces a resultant curve of parabola. But parabola contains both positive and negative directions. No, it cannot be possible because T0 what we are measuring in graph is only in positive. You cannot have negative time. So I am restricting this parabola only to the positive path so that I can found this one. This produces the boundary from unit mass to the highest possible mass as it is representing in this curve, and any time dimensions can be formed on any point on the parabola by drawing the tangent to it. If we draw the tangent at the origin where the box is intersecting the parabola, then it is the time of absoluteness, which means in the region where there is no curvature. And if you want to draw the tangent at the very highest point of the parabola, then it is the point nearly at the center of the black hole or where the time is curved drastically. And this is the requirement of a positive measurable time in the range of time dimensions which are varying from unit mass to the highest possible mass. After restricting the parabola, what I did is this. There is a website called www.randomnumbers.org that generates random numbers in any given range. And I took the range -1000 to +1000 in a XYZ coordinate so that I can get the three values. So I took the random numbers for every 1 minute for consecutive of 3 minutes, and for every 3 consecutive hours I took the readings for 3 readings, and for every 3 days I took consecutive readings for 1 day exact each, and result is this. These are average density of these points in 1 minute, 1 hour and 1 day. As you can see, this average density of points shifts gradually from upper edge in the right of the parabola towards origin. I mean, the average of random numbers taken in 1 minute is far away from the origin while the day is near to the origin. This implies as time transits from nano to micro and micro to milli and second, minute and a day and a year, the average is shifting towards the origin. The origin line of the parabola indicates the place with slower time, or we can say transition from right upper edge to the origin is traveling back in time than the upper edge as I told earlier. So, if we compare these random numbers as the random events and time from the beginning and present universe, in the universe, like collision of black holes, supernovas, these are the events. These are much more likely to be transferred back in time, that is, transferred to higher dimensions. And in order to compensate this transition, it simultaneously are observing as anti-gravity force in the form of dark energy. Well, after observing this, I believe maybe random events is a big fairy tale thrown upon our minds. Maybe there is a logic in the chaos. Sometimes we have to believe in one thing that makes us to wonder about infinite things. Time is one of those factors. The secret nature of time is a nightmare for many scientists. We cannot accept tomorrow Earth dies. We cannot accept we are still influencing by the Big Bang. I mean, how can we accept this fake reality of our existence while 99% of the universe is empty? Think upon it. Where is mysterious dark energy coming from? Or really did it origin amongst us in space-time and transfer to higher dimension?